What's going on, guys? It's Phil here, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about wrestling moments that made you feel heartbroken. That's right, I asked you guys over on my X moments that made you feel heartbroken, and you guys came in with some amazing answers to go after. So, if you guys want to be a part of the next video that I am going to be making, make sure you guys follow me on X. That way, you guys can reply to the prompt that I give you guys so that we can make these videos together. I love doing videos like these because it makes you guys feel like you guys are a part of the channel, and that way we can honestly get to know each other as we continue to grow the channel together. Before we get into everything that we got to talk about here in today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button, turn on the bell for all notifications, and subscribe to the channel. That way you guys never miss another upload right here on the YouTube channel. Pretty soon you guys will be seeing my WWE Crown Jewel 2024 predictions, so stay tuned for that video as that comes out throughout the rest of the week. And of course, when Crown Jewel is off the air and out of everybody's way, we'll be able to talk about it in our full show review. So stay tuned for that video as well. But without further ado, let's get right into your takes that made you guys feel heartbroken within the world of professional wrestling. My guy TJ says, when Edge defeated Taker at One Night Stand 2008 and he was banished from WWE. The thing is, TJ, I actually never sat down to watch that matchup from beginning to end. I understand where you're coming from because if Undertaker lost that matchup at One Night Stand, he would leave the WWE, and that's exactly what happened. But I never actually got to see the matchup from beginning to end, so I might actually have to do my homework and actually watch the matchup from One Night Stand 2008 to really get a grasp as to what is really going down here. But yeah, I can totally see why The Undertaker leaving WWE because of a matchup with Edge at One Night Stand could easily be a moment that broke your heart, because obviously The Undertaker is one of the greatest of all time, easily the greatest character of all time within the WWE land space. And yeah, him leaving WWE is not only just a shocker, but just a moment in time where nobody actually ever thought it was going to happen. Deontay said Jeff Hardy's last matchup before he left for TNA. Yeah, Deontay says Jeff Hardy's last match before he left for TNA. When he had that matchup with CM Punk inside that steel cage on that episode of Friday Night SmackDown, where if Jeff Hardy lost, he would have to leave the WWE. It was a heartbreaking moment because honestly, for me, and this is something that most people know at this point, but I'll say it again in this video, that was really my first ever time watching the WWE. So when I saw that matchup, when I saw that main event, and I saw that Jeff Hardy was leaving the WWE already as soon as I got, into the landscape of pro wrestling, it hurt me. It hurt me because I wanted to see where this guy was going to go, and I wanted to see what was going to happen with him. And he was going to be probably one of my favorite guys, and he is my favorite, one of my favorite guys. But just seeing that matchup and then having him to leave so soon from me being able to watch the world of pro wrestling, it hurt me. It hurt me. So I definitely see where you're coming from in that regard as well. Yeah. But hey, Jeff Hardy, what an amazing career he's had, right? So there you go. I guess it all kind of worked out in the end. Travis says Shawn Michaels retiring. Ladies and gentlemen, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, has left the building. That quote is easily going to be going down as one of the most heartbreaking quotes within WWE's history, for sure. Seeing Shawn Michaels retire when he did at the end of WrestleMania 26 because it was career versus streak, it's heartbreaking. It really, really is heartbreaking because at that time, I was mainly about like 2 years into watching professional wrestling at that current time. You guys gotta understand, I was watching professional wrestling later in my, lifespan. And, it just kind of, Shawn Michaels was turning into one of my favorites. And then he had to retire too. So not only did Jeff Hardy leave when he had to, but then Shawn Michaels left when he had to. And I was just like, I cannot find an actual person to actually get behind because the people that I want to get behind are now retiring. So I totally see where you're coming from in that regard. And yeah, that whole quote right there that you typed out is going to go down as one of the most heartbreaking quotes within WWE's history, for sure. It is definitely qualified to be a heartbreaking moment within WWE. Enigma said, when Jay Briscoe died. And that just goes without saying. I mean, when he passed, it literally broke the internet. And what I mean by that was every single wrestling fan imaginable was either on social media or was either on TikTok making videos and making tweets, sending their condolences out to Mark Briscoe and the rest of the Briscoe family. And it was just a very, very rough day within the world of pro wrestling on that day because you literally have no idea when that last moment is going to come. And Jay Briscoe passing in the way that he did, or just in general, it just really broke everybody's heart in the world of pro wrestling. And I can't even imagine how Mark was feeling at that current time. So, yeah, I mean, come on. That goes without saying. And we all are super happy that Mark Briscoe is doing great in whatever he is doing right now. But, you know, seeing Mark and not seeing Jay alongside him hurts. And yeah, I totally see where you're coming from when you sent that. And we are all praying for the Briscoe family to this very day. Roberto said, when I heard that Connor the Crusher passed away shortly after WrestleMania, this one hurt a ton of people. Because, I mean, we just saw Bryan Danielson win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 30. It became WrestleMania. Connor saw that moment, and Connor and Bryan had their little hug after everything, and it was just an amazing moment to see. And then he passed away, and it just hurt everybody's heart because, yeah, sure, we were happy that he got to see his guy Bryan Danielson win the world championship, but the kid was taken away far too soon because of cancer, and nobody should ever have the heartbreak of having their child lose their fight to cancer. But you know, Connor, we all miss you, we all love you, and yeah, it was definitely a heartbreaking moment for sure. My guy Enshaw says the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania coming to an end. And yeah, I can totally see where you're coming from. I still personally stand on the fact that I don't think the streak should have ever been broken because it's the Undertaker streak and he should have just always had that because that's the mystique of the Undertaker and that is the mystique of the WrestleMania streak that he built for his entire career. But yeah, I mean, especially, in the way that everything kind of happened, you know, you can hear a pin drop in that stadium when the referee hit that final 3 count. And then you saw Paul Heyman slide into the ring and he was in complete shock saying, oh my God, you actually did it. Because we all had no idea that that was actually going to be the finish. We all thought, and everybody else in that arena thought that at the end of the day, we just thought the referee made a mistake, right? And it didn't. He lost the streak to Brock Lesnar, and I felt like if the streak was going to be broken, it definitely should have been broken by somebody else. But it happened in the way that it did. We all know the story that happened now with everything. But yeah, it definitely is a heartbreaking moment because we all thought that it was a mistake, and it actually turned out that things kind of had to change in the fly. And yeah, the streak is no longer a thing. Now, obviously, as Undertaker continued to wrestle as the years progressed. We did see more losses on the Undertaker streak, but it is what it is. Undertaker's still one of the greatest of all time. And I mean, yeah, the Undertaker streak should have never been broken, and that's just where I'm going to be standing on that. But for sure, a heartbreaking moment within WWE. Maddie says, when Becky defeated Bianca in 26 seconds, and it was utter BS. And I couldn't agree with you more. I really couldn't agree with you more. I was so mad. I wasn't heartbroken. I was mad that that happened at that event. Because what was the purpose of this? What was the purpose of that? I will still have no idea why WWE even made that decision in the first place. Because, I mean, Becky beating Bianca in 26 seconds just does not make any sense. And I just had no idea what the hell was going on. Truthfully, I didn't even realize that the match was even starting at the time. So I will still, to this very day, never understand why that took place. And I don't think we'll ever get the full reason as to why that happened. But regardless, it should have never happened. And I completely agree with you. It was heartbreaking for a lot of Bianca fans, but ultimately, I was just mad that it actually happened. And our final one comes from Mick, who says, when Bray Wyatt passed away. Just like the time that we talked about Jay Briscoe's passing, this one goes without saying either. When Bray Wyatt passed away, and we all heard the story about how everything went down, it finally felt like there was a moment in time where professional wrestling fans were coming together in unity to mourn together, because we saw a man that was taken away from us far too soon, and he had so much more left to give to the world of professional wrestling. We all know what is happening right now with the Wyatt Six and Bo Dallas and everybody else that is a part of that, and they're living on his legacy and, continuing on with building what Bray was ultimately going to build, from what we are aware of. And, Bo and everybody else that is a part of the Wyatt Six are doing their thing, and we are all grateful for it. But Bray Wyatt should be here. Bray Wyatt should be here. Simple as that. And the man was taken away from us for far too soon. And I'll always say this, he was one of the most untapped minds in the entire profession of the world of pro wrestling. I mean, the man was giving us so much because he really did care for the fans, and the stories that he was able to create when he was here on this earth are always going to be memorable, and we are always going to cherish the moments that we have had with Wyndham Rotunda. So, yeah, Bray Wyatt passing away is easily one of the most heartbreaking moments within the world of professional wrestling. So that's it. Those are the moments that made you guys feel heartbroken within the world of professional wrestling. And I feel like this just goes to show you how powerful professional wrestling truly is. We all see the highest of highs, but we also see the lowest of lows. And when we see those lowest of lows, we not only just remember the highest of highs that much more, but we honestly just, you know, take a look back at what we have all just kind of, grown into, and that is a spectacle. To be completely honest, we are all fans of professional wrestling because we love it. And whether we experience the highest of highs or whether we experience the lowest of lows, we just go on this amazing roller coaster ride of emotions that is the world of professional wrestling. If you guys like this video, even though it made everybody probably feel sad, make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out and subscribe to the channel. And also turn on the bell for all notifications. That way you guys never miss another upload. We are on the road to 200 subscribers. I appreciate everybody that has supported me throughout this entire journey so far. I cannot wait to make more video, guys. And, at the end of the day, we are just trying to grow the channel together. If you guys want to be a part of other video prompts like this one, trust me, they will be a lot happier. Make sure you guys follow me over on X as well. Everything that you guys are going to be needing is down there in the description below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe, God bless, and peace.